Today we'll be studying about Article 370, 35A, its abrogation, and also the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act. Simply because it is in the news a lot.
To deliver its verdict on the batch of petitions challenging the central government's decision to revoke Article 370.
Today was a big day at India's Supreme Court. An important case was on the docket, the case of Kashmir and Article 370.
Supreme Court will pronounce its verdict on a batch of petitions challenging constitutional validity of the scrapping.
Recently, a very landmark judgment was delivered by the Supreme Court of India, which said that the abrogation of Article 370, which was done in 2019, was totally constitutional and none of the provisions of the Constitution was violated here. So, to understand what Article 370 was about and what it is becomes very important to us, because there are huge chances that questions will be coming from this. Okay? So, what was this? Article 370. And why do we need to introduce it in our Constitution at the first place? Right, which was giving some kind of special status. For example, you will be having your own constitution, your own flag. Kashmiris used to have dual citizenship, right? Special property rights. What were they and how did it come? So as I told you that when India became independent, 3 states mainly, Junagadh, Hyderabad and Kashmir, they refused to sign the instrument of accession. They were the princely states, right? And the princely states had an option to either join India, Pakistan, or to remain independent. And these 3 decided to remain independent, right? So Kashmir, it was ruled by Raja Hari Singh at that time. When it was independent, it was attacked by the Pakistanis, right? By the Razakars of Pakistan, it got attacked. And it called for the India's help, Indian Army help. But how did we decide to respond upon it? We said to the Raja of Kashmir that if you want an intervention of India, you have to sign the instrument of accession and become a part of India. Okay? So, Raja Hari Singh agreed. He signed on the instrument of accession. Kashmir officially acceded to India, became a part, and then our Indian Army marched in and removed those Pakistanis out of it. Right? Now, in that agreement, there was a special clause. And what was it? The clause was, Kashmir is not bound to accept the Constitution of India. Okay, Kashmir is not bound to accept the Constitution of India. And following that clause, our Prime Minister came up with this Article 370, which was placed in Part 21 of the Constitution of India. Right? What is Part 21? Temporary provisions for the states which are giving some special powers to the state. Okay? So Article 370 became a part of that. And what was it doing? It said basically that apart from defense, external affairs and communications, what? Defense, external affairs and communication. Apart from these 3, whatever laws the center is making will not be applicable to the state of Jammu and Kashmir without the approval of the state government of the Jammu and Kashmir. Okay. So can you see what is this creating? This is creating a class within the class of citizens. And how did it impacted Kashmir? Let's say, for example, Right to Education Act, which came in 2009. It was implemented in all of India except Kashmir. It went to Kashmir only after 2019, when Article 370 was abrogated. Okay, so this was keeping the Kashmiris away from India, from the development that the other Indians were getting. Right? And what was it leading to? It was also the reason which allowed the sprouting of terrorism in the valley. Right? Because the laws were not applicable, right? So the education got down, the infrastructure got down, the jobs got down. The youth got unemployed and uneducated. And what was it becoming? It was becoming the perfect cannon fodder which is required for the negative forces to operate in the valley. And that is how terrorism spread in the area. Okay.
You can now get a free SSB course under the guidance of Major General Bhakuni at SSB Short Academy if you attend any of our written courses for NDA, CDS or FCAT. Attend 4 to 5 lectures daily and prepare with study material, mentor support, weekly feedback, mock tests and guidance by officers in our lush green 28-acre military campus. Call us now on 725-930-7111 for queries and registrations. Now let's get back to the video.
So this article, the argument that was being given was that this is doing the integration of the India, but actually it was disintegrating Kashmiris from the Indians. They have a different citizenship, different constitution, different flag, right? It was making them a separate identity. Okay, what else? It was guaranteeing special status to J&K, allows the state assembly to make its own constitution, separate set of laws for states residents such as citizenship, ownership of property and fundamental rights. Citizens from other states cannot purchase land or property in the state. This was according to Article 35A, right? Article 35 is a part of fundamental rights, right? So if you are declared as a permanent resident of Jammu and Kashmir, only you can buy land in that area. No one else from outside can come and buy land, but you can buy land at different states. A person from Jammu and Kashmir can go to Mumbai and buy a land, but a person from Mumbai cannot come to Kashmir and buy land in Jammu and Kashmir, okay? So this was the thing that was happening. Center cannot declare financial emergency, Article 370. These are the provisions that are there, okay, according to Article 370. So this was basically doing the disintegration of India. Now what? There was this clause that this is a temporary provision. And what do you mean by temporary provision? There has to be an end of it, right? And that is what was used by the current government to remove the Article 370. The provision for the removal of Article 370 was that this time period was given to Kashmir so that they could decide on their constitution that whether they want to join India or not, because that was a want-on area at that time, okay? So, in 1956, the Constituent Assembly for Jammu and Kashmir, which was responsible for making the constitution for the state, before their dissolution, they made this statement that we are accepting the Constitution of India. Raja Karan Singh, the son of Raja Hari Singh, also accepted the complete accession to India in 1952. Okay, and therefore, there was just no use of Article 370 to continue after 1956, after the dissolution of the Constituent Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir, okay? But what were the separatist leaders saying? They were saying that now, because the Constitution of India, the Constituent Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir is no more there, so you cannot remove it, right? You cannot remove it because the Constituent Assembly itself is not there. But they were forgetting that the Constituent Assembly only said, what did they say? That we are accepting the Constitution of India. Okay, and therefore there was just no need to continue this Article 370, which got continued till 2019. Finally, in 2019, we removed this Article 370 using an ordinance. What is an ordinance? A presidential order that is given, right? Article 371A to J. This also comes in part 21 of the Constitution of India. Okay, this is also giving some special provisions to different states. 370 was for Kashmir and 371 is for these states. Okay, so for example, how do we remember it? 371A to J, Nagaland, Assam, Manipur, Andhra Central University, Sikkim, Meghalaya, Arunachal, Goa, Karnataka. Now I have made a mnemonic for it. Okay, what is the mnemonic? Can you read it? Okay, the spelling of magic is wrong, but that is just for your understanding. Okay, Nam, Nagaland, Assam, Manipur, AAS, AS, Andhra Pradesh Central University, S for Sikkim, then again M for Meghalaya, A for Arunachal Pradesh, G for Goa, and last IK, that is only K for Karnataka. Okay, so this is how you can remember the names. Okay, simple mnemonic, Naam, As, magic. Okay, like you can use this magic and remember the names because this becomes important. And trust me, there are huge chances that they will ask you a match the following question. Okay, that this article, Article 371, let's say D is for which state? Or they can simply give you 4 options and ask you all to match, okay? So this becomes important to you. Okay, next. Now here, the related topics, okay? Part 1 of the Constitution of India, Union and its territories. Why? Because basically the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act of 2019 made changes in this only. Part 1 of the Constitution, it also made changes in the Schedule 1 of the Constitution, right? Where the names of our union and territories are mentioned. We had 2 separate union territories, Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir. Then citizenship, the people of Jammu and Kashmir had dual citizenship. So part 2 of the Constitution of India becomes important. Who grants the citizenship? Then I told you that to grant this citizenship and to change the boundary of the states, etc., who has the ultimate power? The Union Parliament, right? The Union Parliament has the ultimate power. And exceptions to the fundamental rights, that is Article 33 to 35. This was what we need to learn about Article 370 and Article 35A, the landmark judgment that came recently, okay?